Let's go, Nova. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. What's up, guys? It's DJ K now. We are back with another video. This one is on hand feeding and why it's important. And this dog right here, she's here for our border training program, a 4-month-old German Shepherd. Now, the reason why hand feeding is important, one, you guys build a great relationship. So they learn not only how to eat out your hand properly, but never to resource guard food on you. So you don't want your dog trying to turn on you for food. If they know food comes from you, you will never have to worry about that. All right. So she'll get distracted because yes, she's gonna hear different sounds around, right? Now, this dog right here, you cannot lose your patience when you have a young puppy like this, because at her house, you know, these puppies, they do things that will potentially piss you off, but you cannot lose your patience. This is why you guys gotta know what to do as soon as you get the dog, because you can actually mess the dog up. And in this case right here, she's just a little messed up because they're short-tempered with her. So she always feels like she's in trouble, right? So she wouldn't take food out the hand at all. She was too scared. She would even pee on herself, all right? So this is her second session, yes, on hand feeding right now. And the other benefit of hand feeding is you actually can lure the dog into the position you want, yes, all right? SIT-DOWN, and I don't even have to say the command. I'm not gonna name the command until, you know, she's doing this with the ease. And I would say like maybe 2 more sessions of this, we can add a command to it, but no food. Good. Good girl. Now that's the motivation word. Good. Yes. Now yes is my reward word. So when I'm motivating her, I'm gonna say good, and when I reward her, I'm gonna say yes. All right. And this is also how you get your dog to engage with you. All right, because there has to be something in it for the dog. You can't expect your dog to just do sits and downs and there's no toy involved, there's no food involved, all right? I know there's people out there that say that they can do those things without food and without toys, but you can train a dog much faster with food and toys. So why would you not want to use it, you know? And the thing is, you're not bribing them. There's just something in it for them, so they're going to work with you, all right? They'll work with you until they get their reward, all right? That's a good girl. Good. Good girl. Good. Yes. So all I'm doing right now is luring her into the position. Yes. And you don't want to drop food. Once you drop food, oh, let me get that. Once you drop food, what happens is the dog will start looking for it. So you drop it, you don't pick it up, like those right there. If I wouldn't have picked that food up that was on the floor right there, she will always continue to look for more food on the floor. All right. Yes. So I'm teaching her sit, stand, and down without saying the command. Good. Yes. All right, all I'm doing is placing my foot underneath her stomach until she stands up, and then I reward her. All right. Good. Good girl. And sometimes you can even do it like this. Lure them up. Let's see if she goes for it. You can lure them up until they stand. Let's see, let's see. All right, it doesn't work. You can always do this one. Let's go, baby girl. Yes, that's a good girl. And when you're doing that technique, you don't want to push on their stomach. You just want to place it there till they be like, hey, why is this guy's foot here? Then they automatically stand up. Then you can reward. All right. All right, so she's not high driven yet. We can get her, you know, we can get her there. But like I said, she always thinks she's in trouble. This dog pees on herself. She even runs a little bit. She'll get a little scary if you like make sudden moves, all right? And what this does right here, it lets your dog know you guys work together. You never want the dog to feel like you're bullying them to listen, you're forcing them to listen, all right? The whole thing is we're teaching them, so you can't get mad at them for doing stuff they don't know how to do. You have to have the patience. If you don't, you got to send your dog to somebody that does have them. And that's why I get a lot of these dogs, because I have the patience to work with them. Right, baby girl? You got to have a blueprint. All right, it's real easy once you have the blueprint. If you don't have a blueprint and you're just aimlessly, you know, trying to take care of the dog off of, you know, a little bit of information you got here, I suggest you guys really get somebody who has experience with dogs, get a trainer, and then let them give you a blueprint on what to do. All right, guys, don't be cheap. You get a dog, just like if you have a child, they go to school. If you don't know what you're doing, you got to put this dog in school. You got to get some training for yourself or for the dog, both of you guys actually. It's feeding time, so this is why I'm even doing what I'm doing. I got her food actually in here, in this bag. So it's nothing special. It's just the food, put it in the bag, all right? It's not like I have high value right now. We're in a low distraction environment, as you guys can see. We're not at a park or anything like that. So I can keep her attention a little bit longer. But all I want to do is just let her know that the hand is important, because this is what I'm going to be using in order to, as you guys can see, to make her do more commands, sit down, heel, just luring her into any position. If I want to get her in the spin, if I want to get her in the center, I'm going to have to use my hand. Yes. All right, and I'm not going to name any of these things until she's doing it, you know. I'm going to show you right now. Once I put my foot like this, and she automatically goes up without my foot actually touching her, then I'm going to name it, because she's already doing it. She's in the action of doing it already, right? Just like this right here. What's up, baby girl? What's up? What's up? And I got to give her some love, because like I said, she thinks she's always in trouble. But like this right here, get her in this position. I want her to see my hand go down, boom, and she just drops. Then I can name it. And then if you want to start sharpening things up, that's when you get a hairless box, all right? That's when you get a hairless box, and then you can start making things a little bit more sharper. Yes! All right, so this is 3 positions right here. And all she has on is a martingale. All right, you have to have the line on, the long leash. You got to have this, because if not, let's just say she runs around, how are you going to get your dog back if she doesn't have recall? All right, so you got to make sure you got this on right here. If you don't, she's going to run around, and then it's going to be a, you know, it's going to turn into a circus. So you got to make sure you have this in case the dog steps off. Like, see, they step off. You can get them to come back. Good girl. Good girl. Usually when I get puppies this age, they're eager. But like I said, because of her situation, she always thinks she's in trouble. She's real timid, and she walks around on eggshells. But I got to bring this out of her. And the best thing about luring and doing what I'm doing right now is you guys are building a relationship, all right? So you want the dog to feel safe with you so you can get the most out of the dog, all right? So in the beginning, this is really what you want to do with your dog, all right? You don't want to do anything else. Don't try to off-leash train your dog. Don't put no freaking e-collar on your dog. Yes. E-collar doesn't get introduced until the dog actually knows everything you're trying to teach them first. The e-collar is not really, you don't really want to use the e-collar to teach your dog anything. You use the e-collar to like make sure your dog, you hold them accountable without this leash. Hand feed the dog, get the leash, get the place board, have them in a designated spot. Everything I'm using now, the link will be in the description. You guys can find all of this stuff in the link in the description. All right, good girl. She's following this hand, there's nothing in it. All right, good. 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 Yes. These dogs are real smart. And we're going to end it just like that. Boop. Done. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. And we're going to do multiple sessions like this a day. All right. So every time it's feeding time, it's training time. So even when I take her for a walk, I have something for her, because I want her to know it's in her best interest to pay attention. So if she does something I like, I reward it. All right. And then you also on walk, you know, with a puppy like this, don't be hard on them. Don't be correcting them because they're paying attention to this and that and that. Expect that to happen. But this is why you have to work them in low distraction environments. All right, guys? This is 4-month-old Nova. teach you guys some luring. That's what it was called, following the hand. Let's go, girl. Catch you guys on the next one. DJ K9. See you later, Nova. See you later.